Does anyone else find it really strange when you see someone from your school in like a park or outdoors? Or what about a teacher? And and what about if you find like a rare squishy that like none of your friends have? Well, I'm going to be going through all of those today whilst playing a game of Reload. As you can see, it's not going well at the moment. Okay, so first of all, is it just me who feels really awkward when you see one of your friends or teachers in public? Well, that's what happened to me like a couple of weeks ago. So, I was with my cousin and my parents just walking, like, we went to this park, and I saw, like, one of my mates who had left school, and so I probably won't be seeing them again, but they were with a whole group of their friends, so, like, I couldn't go over to them, I couldn't talk to them, I literally couldn't do anything other than stare. And I know they noticed me because they gave me a little wave. And also, like, their friends were saying, who are you waving at? Who are you looking at? And then he didn't bother to say that it was a guy from school. He just said, someone I know. Like, hello? I'm a real person, you know, with real feelings. Anyway, and they all decided to like come over and chat with me. But then my cousin felt really awkward. It just had to be with my cousin. Which was like to my mom, can we go? And I was like, which was crazy because I did not want to go home. Because I just met like someone from school who I'll probably never see again. Because they're going to a different secondary school today. But I still have them on Fortnite. Ain't no way I can say that. And like I was begging my mom just 5 more minutes, please. And she said, yeah, go on then. It wasn't 5 minutes. You know when you get really annoyed when your parents say 5 minutes, but it's never ever 5 minutes. That's what happened to me in that moment. So like about 1 minute and 30 seconds later, my mom came over and said time to go, and I was like, no, please not yet. And then she kept saying, yep, it's been 5 minutes. And I was like, woo! So I just had to say to him, I gotta go, see you later. But thankfully I still had him on Fortnite. Still got him on Fortnite. So it's not the end of the world. And so this was like years ago, but I saw my deputy head teacher like walking, and the really cringy thing, she waved at me. And then came over to my parents and started talking, and I was like, oh. So it was just like really weird, it was really awkward. I literally couldn't say anything. I was like, that's how awkward it was, guys. And basically I couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't like show her off and like, no offense here, but I didn't really like that teacher. It was like, she's mean. And like, you don't want to say hello to mean teachers. And like, I can barely hear anything. And like, who knows, man? Like, she could be talking about like, how bad I am and stuff. Like, no, go away. Okay, next story about This is the being better than your friend kind of. I've got two ones about this. One with sprites and one with squishies. Okay, so let's do the squishy one first. So me and my friends are basically having a competition. Had a competition of who could get a Nido first. And he bet me 10 pounds that he could get a Nido before me. Spoiler alert, I never got my £10. So I told my mum and she said, well, since it's been good this week, we're going to beat him, right? And I said, but actually I didn't say that. I said, thank you, mother. Actually, no, I didn't say that either. I said, bro, thanks. I just said thanks, not bro. Why do I keep saying that? So I said, thanks, where should we go? And she said, let's go to Mankind, because I've seen on the internet that they have squishies. And little did I know, she was actually right. So when we got there, we were looking in some other shops as well, like the DVD shop, the record shop, a lot of other shops. And so when we got to Mankind, we actually saw him. Like Mankind, the last shop, near closing time as well. So it was like really near closing time. We just went there and we found Nidos. And I was like, no way, bro. And then my mum was like, oh yes, this was a good spot. And I was like, yes it was. Oh my god. Okay, and then couldn't bring him to school, but I FaceTimed him instead. I was like, I ain't bringing Nido to school. Like, if you know what I mean. It's like, you know how many times that's gonna get squished, man? It'll get all cloudy. And guys, I got this like a while ago, and it's still not cloudy. So yeah, that was the day. Oh damn! So that was the day I finally beat someone into the thing. Let's go. And then on this, okay, this is the Sprite one. So my friend has like a way better collection when it comes to sprites, and like he's usually better than me at everything. Except having a YouTube channel. He don't have one. Okay, and so we were seeing who could get a grin first. It wasn't me. Then we were seeing who could get a 0 point first. That wasn't the flat one. I finally won at something. This is insane. Alright, I've kind of finished with the stories, but we can just play the regular match. How am I hitting this? Woo. Bro, leave me alone. Oh, I thought it was there. Those stories were not as good as the other ones, I don't think. Apart from the, like, teacher. I don't know. What do you think in the comments, guys? I'm lagging out really hard. I lost my mythic! I'm real on. Give me a shotgun for it. Shotgun. Not very good. Look at that loot, that's my loot! Spawn, I got my loot back. How did Bro leave that? No! No! It's the kill blow. Dead? I can get both my reboots by that. Alright guys, come back.